Let's close out 2023 strong. Welcome to the Packer Mentality Podcast, where I try to keep you up to date and shed a little light on what is happening on and off the field with the Packers. Your active participation is vital in transforming this channel into something truly special. Take a moment to subscribe, drop your comments, and connect with me on social media at Packer Mentality. Remember, you can locate this podcast on all your favorite podcast platforms. Big news we can't avoid is that Jaire Alexander has been suspended for one game for conduct detrimental to the team, including his self-appointment as captain for the coin toss last Sunday. Let me say first that I'm not mad at Jaire, and I still like Jaire, and I would love to get him back on the field, healthy and playing like he was in 2020. And let's just leave it at that. Because besides the game captain issue, we don't know what else happened. For Sunday's game, Packers injuries. Questionable for the Packers. Safety Darnell Savage, wide receiver Dontavian Wicks, who has not practiced this week, which makes it unlikely that he's going to play. Defensive lineman TJ Slayton and cornerback Robert Rochelle. Doubtful for Sunday. Wide receiver Christian Watson, who also has not practiced at all this week. And that being said, I would say he's unlikely to play next week, which means he's done for the year unless the Packers make the playoffs. Also doubtful, linebacker Devondre Campbell, tight end Luke Musgrave, two guys who have been designated for return from injured reserve, Luke Tenuta and Emmanuel Wilson, also doubtful. Good news, guys who had previously been on this list this week have no status and look like they're going to play. Are Jaden Reed, Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon, Jonathan Owens, Kingsley Enagbare, Elton Jenkins, and Quay Walker. For the Vikings, listed out. Starting cornerback, Byron Murphy. That's a big one. Wide receiver, Jalen Naylor. Defensive tackle, Jacqueline Roy. Safety, Theo Jackson. Questionable, another big one. Wide receiver, Jordan Addison. Cornerback, Mekhi Blackman. And linebacker, Troy Dye. In the first game, the Vikings offense didn't have Justin Jefferson. And the Packers did have Jaire Alexander. But regardless of that, KJ Osborne, TJ Hawkinson, and Jordan Addison were open all day. Now, in this game, Vikings will not have Kirk Cousins, who actually got hurt in their previous game. They will not have TJ Hawkinson, and possibly might not have Jordan Addison. They'll be starting a rookie quarterback, Jaron Hall, who actually finished their first game against the Packers. Now, Vikings offense, as far as running the ball, they were able to run the ball against the Bengals with Ty Chandler, but didn't even try to run the ball against the Lions. Will they try and run the ball to help out their rookie quarterback? Don't know. Justin Jefferson will be there. And so we already mentioned Jaire Alexander will not be there to cover him. So considering what happened in the first game, does it really matter? Jaire, let's be honest, he hasn't been great this season, even when he's been available. All the questions in this game, and honestly for next week as well, are going to be on the defensive side for the Packers. Now, a rookie quarterback should be prone to mistakes and turnovers. Now, can the Packers force them to make those mistakes and turnovers? Can they get pressure just rushing four guys? Or will the defensive line disappear like it did against the Giants? Could this be the game where Joe Barry's scheme actually works? The bend but don't break. Don't allow explosive plays and force the other team to have long drives. which when you're starting a rookie quarterback usually doesn't work because eventually they're going to make a mistake. Now, Packers need to play the scheme correctly for a change. Have some situational awareness when you're lining up. When you're bringing extra pressure, you can't play 10 yards off and give them easy, quick throws. When you have short yardage situations, you can't line up and drop well back beyond the first down yardage. I'll say it right now, and I'm going to hope I'm wrong, but I believe the Packers defense either this week or next week is going to let this team down and cause them to lose and miss the playoffs. Now, it could be this week, it could be next week. I don't know. And honestly, if they don't do it, it's possible these special teams might implode as well. So it's going to be on the Packers offense, and they might have to score 40 in each of the games for the rest of the season to win. The good news is that the Vikings defense has shown some flaws, despite all the good work that Brian Flores, who honestly is doing a lot for this defense, they definitely don't have more talent than the Packers, but they are playing better than the Packers. Now, the Lions were able to run against the Vikings, and the Packers are going to have Aaron Jones back. He had a big day last week. He could have another big day this week because I'm not sure they can stop him on the ground, and I'm pretty sure they cannot cover Aaron Jones in the passing game. Last couple of weeks, the Bengals and the Lions were able to move the ball through the air. And with Byron Murphy out, he's their best cornerback. I think the Packers wide receivers can get open. Harrison Smith is a smart safety, and he's a veteran, but the rest of the secondary, a little bit suspect. Cam Bynum, their strong safety, the last couple of weeks, opposing quarterbacks have gone 14 for 14 against him for 92 yards. And if he's matched up with Tucker Kraft, I think Tucker Kraft could have a big day. Unsurprisingly, this game will come down to Jordan Love, pretty much like this whole season has. Jordan has been without, at times, three of his top four wide receivers, but he's been without wide receiver one for half the season. He's been without his top running back for half the season. He's been without his top tight end for about a quarter of the season or half the season now. And he's done amazing things with the weapons that are available to him. He's hitting guys and making the guys around him better. And I don't think you can say that for a lot of other quarterbacks in this league. What you want to see and what we've seen from Jordan is he's learning from his mistakes. He misses throws one week, and the very next week he'll hit that throw. He's making the adjustments he needs to make to be a quality or top quarterback in this league. We'll see how far he goes. But in this game, we want to see him improve from the last time they played the Vikings. Brian Flores is going to throw a lot at him. We've seen other teams throw the blitz at Jordan, and he's made the adjustments, and he's been very good against the blitz. Now, Flores is going to show blitz and then drop back into coverage, and we want to see Jordan make that adjustment to recognize that and make the right reads. He does that, the Packers will have a big day on Sunday. Your thoughts and comments are crucial to the conversation and the life of this podcast, so be sure to drop them in the comment section. Subscribe and connect with me on social media. Stay tuned for my post-game reaction episode. Until then, have a great weekend, Happy New Year's, and go Pack Go.